forcing me. You can't do that.
Okay.
You can't do that, man. You can't go against Constitution.
Okay, Mr.
You took an oath.
Bill.
You swore an oath to follow the Constitution.
I did.
That's why I need your liability bond. Do you have a liability bond?
No.
You don't have a liability bond?
No.
Wow, man. Somebody's going to get in trouble.
Choice to finish this matter now or be responsible for your actions.
We'll set this for July 1st.
If you'd like to be responsible for your actions, we'll set this further, because you can do that, or you can dismiss this matter with prejudice.
I'm not going to do that today. If you don't take your paperwork and leave the courtroom, we'll have you remanded into custody.
You're threatening me now.
I'm
Even more
giving
so
you
than
a
you already
choice.
were. And if anybody tries to touch me, I'll charge them with assault and battery. Threatening me again, telling me
Yes,
if I don't
you will be
play
expected
your game,
to appear.
and you just said yes. Oh my goodness. That if I don't play your game, you will put me in captivity. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep. These are jailable offenses, but
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What's your name, sir?
If I can help you.
I'm Williams L.
Yes, Your Honor, but the defendant is identified in the docket as Michael Williams. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, that's the name they're calling me, but I am
Okay.
Williams L.
I understand.
Michael Williams. Okay.
No,
Mr.
I'm not
Williams, I'm
Michael
asking-
Williams. Your Honor,
Okay.
I am Williams
Okay.
L.
Okay. So here's the thing, Williams L. I have to call you what's on the documents that I have present for me in court today. We can either handle it that way, or you don't have to handle it, and then it just will be like you didn't show up to court today.
No,
So it's
Your
either
Honor,
way,
I'm just
but I
letting
have
you
to
know
call
who I. Your Honor, I'm just letting you know who I am.
Okay.
I am Williams
That's fine.
L. I am not Michael Williams. They kept calling me Michael Williams. I told them who I was. I am a sovereign, Moorish American. I'm not United States citizen, Negro, Black, or color, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me tell you, Mr. Williams, this is the last time I'm gonna say it. This is all I have for you. If you don't want to handle it under that name today, then I have to act as if you aren't present. And so that's fine, but I
You
have
say
to
what?
call you
Hold on.
what's that
Can
document, okay?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that,
I
Your
said,
Honor?
if we can't handle those matters and those tickets that's on that case under that name, then that's fine, but it's gonna be as if you didn't appear for court today, because I have.
Ma'am, I'm here today, ma'am.
Right, so I'm just saying, when I.
Williams
call those
L is here
documents-
today. I'm
Did
just
you-
letting you know
Hold
who
on,
I
Mr.
am,
Williams.
ma'am. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I am Williams
Okay.
L.
So that's fine. When I call it on the record, I'm gonna have to call it on the record as the name on the ticket, just so you know, okay?
Okay, and I'm gonna let you know that I'm Williams L. Okay, I'm cool
That's
with
fine.
that. And I'm letting you know who I am. I'm a
Okay.
Moorish American.
Okay, did you wanna
Sovereign.
offer? Okay, did you wanna offer for it or no? Are you gonna try and have, I need to kind of know where you're going. Are you gonna want a trial? Are you gonna try and like, wanna?
No, I
offer
do not
me-
agree. I do not agree to none of this. I'm sovereign.
Okay, so if you're not gonna participate, we're just gonna act like you're not here today, and I'm going to go ahead and.
I am here today, ma'am. You seeing me right here? That's on
You
record.
have to- Listen, just because you show up doesn't mean that you're here. You have to participate, okay?
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I'm letting you know who I am.
Listen,
I'm participating. I do not
and
agree.
Mr. Williams, that's fine, but if you don't participate, saying you're a sovereign doesn't help me.
I'm just letting you know who I am. That's
Okay.
violating the constitutional right, ma'am.
So do you want an offer or not? That's my question.
Do I want to what?
An offer to the tickets or not?
Do I want to? I can't understand. You said, do I want to offer?
Do you want an
tickets?
offer? Do you want to try and resolve this today as far as?
Yes,
an offer?
I do want to resolve it. I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Oh, no, that's not gonna happen. So you can, I'm not gonna.
I'm
dismiss
just,
it.
I'm speaking for myself. I have no attorney, so I'm speaking for myself. I asked for this
Okay, I'm
case to
calling
be
back. Give me
dismissed.
a case.
Violated my constitutional right.
How do
And
you
I
have
asked for your
constitutional
oath of
rights if you're not a citizen?
I'm not a United States citizen.
So how are you entitled to constitutional rights of citizens?
You got to uphold to the sovereign, sir. You can't. I'm not United States citizen. I'm not Negro, Black, or color. You're not under I'm not under your jurisdiction.
I understand, but my question to you is, if you want to rely on your constitutional rights, how do you have constitutional rights if you're denying your citizenship?
Because I'm an American. I'm a
I
national.
understand. I get
I'm
it,
a
but
Moorish
that's-
American. I'm not United States citizen corporate. I'm a Moorish American. I'm an American national.
okay, but you're still present in this jurisdiction, right?
I just asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction. That's it. I don't want no attorney. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority. What am I doing here?
He can represent himself. Don't worry about it. You put
I can
yourself on
speak
record.
for myself.
All right.
I'm speaking
Now
for
calling the
myself.
matters
Y'all
of the
violating my
people.
rights. That's a
Now
sovereign.
calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams. This is ticket number SP 1212334. Count 1, use loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, please state your name for the record.
I am Williams L.
All right. Sir,
I don't have a name. I have a title.
This is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Do you want to participate in these proceedings?
Yes, I'm here on special appearance. I'm just letting you know who I am.
All right, so how would you like to move forward with this matter, sir?
I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
All right, that motion has been denied. How would you like to move forward on these matters?
I just told you what I would like it, so I don't know. I'm just here on
So it's
special
been
appearance.
denied, so you can either participate today.
I am participating. I'm here.
No.
I'm speaking for myself. I have no attorney, so I'm just letting you know. It's denied, so we can keep going on with proceedings. I am Williams L. I'm not a United States citizen. I'm not Negro, Black, or color. I'm not Christian.
All right, Mr. Williams, it appears to the court as I'm making a record that he does not want to participate in these proceedings.
I told you I
like
wanted to
dismiss these
participate. I'm just
matters.
letting you know who I am. I told you for the record.
All right, he would like to not participate in these proceedings. He has told me that he is the person known as Williams L. and not the person on these tickets, so he is not appearing on behalf of this person. This person has not made themselves available to the court today as an arraignment on the bench warrant, so these matters will stay in warrant status. Thank you so much. That concludes this hearing. Have a good day, Mr. L. Williams.
Williams L.
Williams L. I'm gonna call the case as is,
Okay.
and then I'll refer to you as Williams L. if you would like, okay? Now calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams, also known as Williams L. This is ticket number SP 1212334. Count 1, use loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. And count 3 is no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Williams L.
Okay, and is there another name that you have?
That's not my name. That's just my title.
Okay, what's your title that you have, sir?
Williams L.
And then, is that your name or your title?
My title.
Okay, you don't have a name at all?
No, I'm not Christian.
All right. It's my understanding that you don't want to have an attorney, sir, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, you know you have the right to have an attorney. These matters are misdemeanor matters, and you have the right to have an attorney on these matters, sir. And it's my understanding, no attorney, okay? So let me advise you of your rights. In these particular matters, the court can, since they are misdemeanors, do either, I think, 90 days on one of these and up to 93 days in jail, or a maximum fine of $500. These are all misdemeanors, so that's the maximum penalty that can be given in any of these matters. You have a right to have a trial, a bench, or a jury trial in any of these matters. A bench trial is a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. A jury trial is a trial with 6 members of the city of Detroit who will come in here and hear the same information and make a decision based on that. These are your rights that you have right now. You also have a right to have a pretrial. What that does is that gives you time to think about any offer that may be given to you. At this point in time, there has been an offer extended to you that if you are willing to plead to the no insurance misdemeanor, it will be reduced to an improper place. I set the fine that goes with that. You have a right to, you can also move for a motion. If you know how to file those, you can file a motion as well. So what's your pleasure at this time, sir?
I know I'm under common law. I'm not under statutes or codes or regulations.
So when you drive on any city street in the city of Detroit, any road in the state of Michigan, you now avail yourselves, whether you wanted to or not, to the laws and states and regulations that are governing us. So you may not have wanted to, but you did. So these are your options at this point in time. If you choose not to, if you were traveling, if you were driving, it's all the same.
I wasn't driving. I was never.
So If you were just in the vehicle as a passenger?
I was parked. And it was harassing. Was
You
never
sure you
driving.
don't want an attorney?
I'm under common law. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority. I'm a sovereign.
So what option would you like today? Of those that I gave you, sir? You can have.
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I can't, I do not
Okay.
consent. I can't. I
So
can't
here's
consent.
what's gonna happen. So I want to make sure you had all the options. You can't consent to anything. So that means that you don't want to participate in the process. So it's just gonna go back into warrant status. Because you have to pick one of the options, yes.
Ma'am,
it
I'm a
is.
sovereign.
And you were in the city of Detroit on a street in a vehicle. And I understand what you just said. That's why I said,
Right.
did you want counsel?
I'm not a
Because
United
counsel-
States citizen. Nobody have improved jurisdiction. I'm under common law. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm under common law.
Okay, and that's
Supreme
fine.
Court case,
That's your-
Supreme Court case, Self versus Ray. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm on common law. And if there was a crime committed, can you please show me the injured party? Or I ask for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction.
I deny the motion for the case to be dismissed, so you have these options, or else it's just gonna remain. in
And
warrant
I'm
status.
under duress because you forcing me saying you're gonna put a warrant out for my
It's
arrest,
already out there.
but
The
that's
warrant hasn't
violating
been
my
removed.
13th Amendment. You can't enslave me unless a crime is being committed.
So you
You
can't.
can't violate my
Okay, you can
constitutional
let me
rights.
finish talking. You can't claim you're sovereign and then claim rights under the Constitution. That's not how it works. No, that is not how it works.
I'm not a United States citizen. I have a nationality.
Okay, so that means that.
You
either
have
the
to go by
laws- Either the laws all apply or none of them apply.
The laws do apply. What, do you have a liability? Do you have a bond? Did you swear oath to the Constitution? I would like to see that.
Yes, I was about to say I did do that, but I don't have to show you any of that because I wasn't the arresting party. I'm just here
I'm
to
saying,
make
do
sure.
you have a
that-
liability? Do you have a bond?
Listen, I'm not gonna argue with you, Mr.
I'm not arguing.
Williams.
I'm under law.
The strategic problem here isn't disagreement with the court, it's inconsistency. The defendant is rejecting the court's authority while simultaneously demanding protections that come from that same legal system. That can feel logically correct from his perspective, but in court, it weakens credibility because judges evaluate legal positions based on whether they can operate together under the same framework.
Williams L. Those are your options. If you don't want any of those options, it's gonna remain in warrant
You're
status.
forcing me.
Nothing
You
I
can't
can
do that.
Okay,
You can't do that, man.
Okay.
You can't go against Constitution.
okay,
You
Mr.
took an
L.
oath.
Williams L.
You swore an oath to
I did.
follow the Constitution.
I did.
That's why I need your liability bond. Do you have a liability bond?
No.
You don't have a liability bond?
No.
Wow, man, somebody's gonna get in trouble. I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble.
Okay,
Okay,
Mr. Williams L. I was about to say, if you don't want any of those options, then your only other option is that I have to leave it in warrant status.
I do
You
not
have to choose
consent.
one of those-
I'm here. What warrant? That I didn't show up?
That you didn't want to choose one of these things.
I don't have to. You can't force me to do that, all right?
You're right.
You can't
All right.
force me. You can't put a warrant out. I would like to talk to somebody, a chief judge. You're violating my
You can
constitutional
go up to
rights.
the fifth floor and make a complaint.
That's because you're violating my constitutional rights.
All right.
And I'm
Thank
gonna ask the sheriff for your liability bond.
Okay.
Hey, I don't want to do that. I just
Okay, you
asked
can
the
ask
case to
him,
be
go ahead
dismissed.
and ask the sheriff for my liability bond, it's fine.
Took an oath to swear to the Constitution. You took an oath. I'm under common law. I'm not under statutes or regulations.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Did you get all that, Miss Sandy? Okay, fantastic. All right, that concludes this hearing. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
Negro, black, or color for the record.
Okay, he said he's not black or color for the record either, okay?
No, I'm Moorish American. I'm a Moorish. Sorry.
Moorish American and he's a sovereign.
I have a nationality.
This is a Social Security Certificate Trust action, which you are now a real party and interest to. I'm here sui juris appropriate persona. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and I don't understand. So I do need some questions answered. Is there a bond on this matter?
I believe you were PR. Actually, bail was set at $2,000.
There is a bond on this matter, correct?
Yes, there is.
Okay, and so is my social security number attached to these charges in any way?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so? You
I don't have any record of your social security number. So as far as I know, I don't know your social security number.
No, I'm saying, is my social security number attached to these charges in any way?
Only in the extent that it's connected to your driving history.
So is that a yes or a no?
in some way, shape, or form, your social security number is in the system with records on you. That is true.
Okay, so you just told me there was a bond, which means this is commercial court.
It's
Now-
not commercial.
Now
court.
you're saying that my social security number is attached to these charges. And so, which means this is assessed to case trust action, which you are a real party in interest to. And I just told you I was the beneficiary. You're supposed to be charging the trust. You're not charging the beneficiary. And if you're creating bonds against my trust without my permission, I don't understand. Are you saying you're committing fraud trust?
I'm saying that you are subject to
This-
the jurisdiction of this court.
This matter cannot move until you've proven jurisdiction, and you failed to do so. And if you cannot prove jurisdiction, then this matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice because this is a commercial matter. I'm a non-US citizen American national by way of American Samoa. I'm beneficiary. I'm here sui juris and propria persona, and we cannot move any further on this matter until this is either dismissed with prejudice or you can prove jurisdiction.
So what would you like to do with your case? I assume, Mr. Parent, that you are not representing?
The man cannot speak for me. Like
Okay,
I said.
he's not speaking for you, but I am asking him a direct question, so I need you to let him answer.
Okay,
Yes, so the court did appoint us on this matter. But it sounds like he does not want my office to represent him, so I'm happy to withdraw.
you can dismiss yourself.
So would you like to represent yourself in the matter, Mr.
Please do
Schuster?
not tell me to shut up. You can dismiss yourself.
So he can't dismiss himself, only I can dismiss him. I'm asking you if you wish to have an attorney or if you wish to represent yourself.
This is a trust or sophisticated trust action. And so I'm here sui juris and propria persona. You know what that means. And so we can prove.
Don't know what it means because it's nonsense, but nonetheless.
Prove jurisdiction, or we can dismiss this matter with prejudice.
So I'm not going to do that today. Here are your choices. You can have Mr. Parent represent you. You can choose to obtain private counsel, or you can represent yourself. Let's start there. Which of those
Nobody's
three?
gonna represent me. I can present myself, as I
Okay.
said.
So you want,
initially.
so you wish to go pro se? I don't need you to read the script. I need you to tell me if you wish to go pro se.
I told you, I'm here sui juris and propria persona.
Ms. Roberts, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
My inclination is to set this matter over and see if Mr. Schuster wants to give it another shot with his attorney or go pro se. It looks like this is the first pretrial. I suspect he's not prepared to set for
We've
trial
never
today.
even, what is the first one? There's no plead. I've
Okay,
never-
I'm not speaking to you, so you're gonna have to wait. I'm speaking to Ms. Roberts.
I mean,
Judge, I would ask that we set this
No.
matter over 1 week.
Do you want to come back to court in 1 week and try again?
we can finish this matter now.
We
There's no
can't.
need to
We
move
can't.
this any further, because
So here's
it's
the
not
thing.
proven jurisdiction.
Here's the thing. It's not my position today to have to prove jurisdiction to you.
It is your position, because
it's
it is
not.
on the courts.
And I'm also not gonna argue with you.
There's no
So
arguing.
I'm
That's
gonna
just
have you
a
come
lot.
back to court in 1 week.
There's nothing you can prove that you have jurisdiction. This man does not speak for me.
So we're gonna come back to court on July 1st.
That date doesn't work,
Why doesn't it work for you?
because I'm a man. I have things to do. I've come here multiple times under duress with threats from your end, and I have no more time for this matter. And unless you can prove jurisdiction, there's no need for this matter to move any further.
But you're gonna come back on July 1st at 9 a.m. If you
That
don't come back
does
on
not
July
work.
1st,
Are you
then
threatening me now?
I'm telling you, there's gonna be a bench warrant issued if you don't
Are
show
you
up. So
threatening me now?
I'm giving you the choice of showing up
No,
or a
I'm
bench
giving
warrant
you the
issuing.
choice to finish this matter now or be responsible for your actions.
We'll set this for July 1st. I'm
Would you
gonna,
like to be responsible for your actions and set this further? Because you can do that, or you can dismiss this matter with prejudice.
I'm not gonna do that today. So July 1st, 9 a.m. Back in
Now
this
you're
courtroom.
threatening me. Abigail, what's the reason for the threats, Abigail? You violated my rights enough.
We'll just hold Speedy for
You
this week, Ms.
violated my
Roberts.
rights enough. This matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice.
We'll see you back on July 1st.
Or else what? You're gonna threaten me?
or else the court will issue a bench
So
warrant.
you're threatening me now, Abigail?
I am telling you your
I'm telling you,
options.
this matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice. Because you cannot prove jurisdiction. This is a
Signature here.
certificate trust action.
Signature
You're
here,
trying
please,
to
sir.
commit fraud.
Sir,
You're
Mr.
trying to
Schuster.
commit fraud. Miss, I'm
So-
speaking with Abigail.
You're done.
No,
you're
no,
done.
you can't tell me I'm done.
I
This
can.
is no, you don't have power to do that.
Your court case is over.
You don't have power to do that.
Sir, your hearing is over. If you don't take your paperwork and leave the courtroom, we'll have you remanded into custody.
You're threatening me now,
I'm
even more so
giving you
than
a
you already
choice.
were. And if anybody tries to touch me, I'll charge them with assault and battery. So I will be gone because this matter is dismissed.
Let's address. We can address Jonathan Schuster, 480525748.
For the record, this man.
Why don't you come up to council table, please, so we can create a record?
No, I don't want to, and give you any personal jurisdiction, so I'll stay right here.
No, you'll come to the council table if you would like to be heard and make a record. So you need to come up and turn on the microphone.
No, I don't need to do that for me to be heard.
We are audio recording, so to be heard, you need to come up to the table and sit with the microphone.
You don't have to, I don't have to come up there for you to hear me. You can hear me perfectly fine.
I can hear you, but we are creating a court record, which is audio recording.
Jurisdiction by doing what you said, because you don't have jurisdiction over me. And so, for the record,
Mr. Schuster,
I reserve all rights.
I did put Mr. Parent as standby counsel. Right now, you don't represent yourself. You have standby counsel.
Appoint counsel to me
Well,
without my permission. He has no permission to be my counsel. I'm here sui juris, appropriate persona. I, Jonathan Hyphen, Troy Faifuleo Somalia Colin Schuster, am here under fraud, menace, and duress. I've made a special appearance to this court for those reasons. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and you have not answered that challenge, Ms. Jennifer. And so I have some questions for you.
well, right now,
Are you able to answer them?
I am not here to be interrogated by you. You are under the jurisdiction of this. I think you understand and you choose not to take in the information. Okay, well, Mr. Schuster.
I don't understand the nature and cause of what's going on. I don't understand how you can practice law from the bench. I don't understand how you can appoint counsel when I've told you over and over and over again that I'm here sui juris appropriate persona. I'm here of my own right in my proper person. He does not have my permission to represent me in any way.
Well, it doesn't sound like you know how to represent yourself either, which you would.
Represent myself.
Well, you would. Either you have counsel or you are acting pro
Represent
se.
myself. And so, like I have told you, I'm here sui juris appropriate persona. I have challenged the jurisdiction of this court. You have not answered that challenge. We cannot move any further until you've answered that challenge. Is this common law jurisdiction, or is this an admiralty maritime jurisdiction?
Either. So,
Right.
Mr. Schuster, this is Carmen McDonald. I'm the prosecutor on this particular case. I think where we're at right now is you're being charged with an offense. I can barely hear you, which means the record that you're trying to make is not being picked up and not being recorded. So everything you're saying is not being preserved unless you go to the table up there near the microphone. So that's number one.
For the record,
If you would like,
step up so you can hear me better, and I will
none of
speak
it's being
louder.
being
I will
preserved.
speak louder so you can hear me, but I reserve all my rights, and I'm speaking much louder than anybody else prior to me has spoken.
Mr.
So I just
Schuster,
want to make sure the reporter can hear me.
You are making legal arguments. All right, you are making legal arguments. They should be preserved for the record, which means it needs to be picked up and recorded.
I will begin again so that the recorder can hear
Not
me.
choosing to be silent, you're choosing to make a legal argument. So we need to have that on the record.
For the record, I reserve all rights.
You've made that.
I, Jonathan hyphen, Troy, Faiz, Oleaso, Malia Toa, Colin, Schuster have made a special appearance under fraud, menace, and duress. Fiduciary, Jennifer. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, which has not been answered. This is a Social Security Sestake trust action, which you are now a real party in interest to. This is a military admiralty jurisdiction under maritime law. However, you must realize that you have no such jurisdiction without also having a valid international contract in dispute. I am not aware of having entered in any international contracts, so I deny that any such contracts exist. Will you please instruct the prosecuting attorney to inform the court if there is such a contract? And if so, place it into evidence and explain how I'm party to it and then compelled to perform under it.
Your Honor, I may be challenging 1077 in this case.
I understand that the city's bringing up whether or not you're able to proceed in this matter. So whether or not you're able to understand the nature of the proceedings and be able to assist your attorney or to represent yourself, you have to be able to meet that threshold. And the fact that I think it's not that you don't understand, I think it's you choose not to understand and that you have someone giving you information that you are spewing in court. So you're simply off base, but I don't know that it's due to a mental defect that is causing you to not be able to
challenge my competency because I have challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and you have not proved jurisdiction.
In Social Security or contract
you
or
have to
maritime.
prove jurisdiction before we can move any further.
So that's just not how it works in this court, and I don't think you have the legal.
You must prove jurisdiction because I've challenged the jurisdiction. If you cannot prove jurisdiction, then I move to dismiss this matter with prejudice.
That's denied.
And so, Jennifer, Miss Jennifer, can you prove?
I'm Judge Grant, so I'm going to have you.
Can you establish the jurisdiction? Can you prove jurisdiction?
Ms. McDonald, I don't know that this is him not understanding.
I do not understand the nature or cause.
Well, he doesn't have legal training, so that I think is
that does not matter.
Well,
if I'm here sui juris and propria persona, I'm of my own right. I'm in my proper person. You've created a bond on this matter. You've attached my Social Security to this matter. You're trying to charge my trust without my permission, which is illegal. It's fraud, and I'm not going to stand for that. So you must prove jurisdiction before we can move any further. You've already tried to practice law from the bench, which is illegal. You cannot do. You've tried to assign counsel when I've given no power of attorney to anybody. And we cannot move further until you've proven jurisdiction.
So, Ms. McDonald, what I think would be the next steps, I don't know if Mr. Perrin, have you been able to provide any assistance to him on a standby basis?
No, Your Honor, he doesn't want any assistance.
Okay.
So I'd ask to withdraw as a
So we could go through the colloquy. We can provide him with the form for rights. I don't know that he's going to choose to participate in that. But that would be the next step and set it for trial. So Ms. McDonald.
I don't have a problem setting it for trial. If he's going to waive counsel altogether, then I think we need to have him sign the waiver of right to counsel.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying I don't know that he's going to participate in that process either.
Right. No, I understand
We
that.
have speedy trial at August 9th.
It is the burden of the state to prove jurisdiction. The prosecuting attorney has not done that. And so what we have here is we need to dismiss this matter with prejudice. And I motion to dismiss this matter with prejudice.
Denied.
Based on the fact that the prosecuting attorney has not proven jurisdiction.
Mr. Schuster, would you like to sit at this table away from counsel so that we can hear you on the
This isn't
microphone?
counsel.
Well, you could sit at this table if you'd like. There's a pen and a form and a microphone for you if you'd like.
We cannot move until jurisdiction has been proven.
Yeah, this should be a.
You have failed to prove in jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction is something that we prove at trial. It is a factual issue as well.
We cannot move any further until jurisdiction has been proven. And none of you have done that.
So Mr. Schuster, did the court say that was end of August, or?
It was August 9th, is speedy trial.
Okay, so.
And if you plan on having me back here, you're taking away from my ability to provide and work. And I cannot just be coming back here because it takes my time away from working. And so if you want me back here, it seems that you have Zoom court available. I'm more than happy to make a special appearance via Zoom, but you're taking away my time and freedom to provide for my family.
Does the August term start August 6th, Your Honor?
It does.
So I would request we set it during August term.
All right, so Mr. Schuster, you've been charged with driving while your license was suspended in the 3rd degree and for operating a vehicle without the required ignition interlock device and refusing to comply with law enforcement officer. You are on a deferred prosecution in another court, and the consequences are extreme for you. You are subject to another court, and they could very well
get in trouble. And you have to prove jurisdiction. You haven't done that, and you failed.
Obviously,
to do that
you believe that courts do have jurisdiction over you.
Obviously, you have to be able to prove it, and you haven't. And you can keep pushing it and doing this, but it's just a waste of time for everybody. I definitely understand that this is not what you think it is. And this is just a waste of time at this point. So whatever you need to do to prove jurisdiction, but I know you can. So if you want to waste more of everybody's time, go ahead. Because obviously I'm not going to allow you to threaten me anymore, which you've done.
Nobody's threatening you.
Yes, you're telling me if I don't appear, that you're going to put me into captivity, and that's ridiculous for what's going on here. That's absolutely ridiculous, and so
I don't think
this matter
anyone
needs
is
to be
told that you're
dismissed
being
with
put into
prejudice,
captivity.
and whether we need to take this to trial or whatever y'all need to do to prove jurisdiction. I mean, go ahead, but obviously you can't prove jurisdiction. So
I'm looking for the more
waste everybody's
detailed
time, please.
counsel
Waste everybody's time. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know that he's done that yet.
No, he hasn't. I have a streamlined version, but I want him the formal,
The detailed one.
the detailed one.
We can also, Your Honor, just set it for trial today with an intervening pretrial, provide him with that document and enter the waiver at the next hearing prior to allowing counsel to withdraw.
All right.
Counsel should have never been appointed because I've never gave my power of attorney to this counsel. And obviously you did that to practice law from the bench, Miss Jennifer, which is illegal. You cannot do that.
Mr. Schuster, you're charged with a crime that has potential jail consequences and fines. And so your rights need to be protected. This is for your benefit.
There is no injured party. There is no sworn complaint of an injured party. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's a waste of everybody's time. And you're taking away my ability to work over and over and over again. And I won't stand for you violating my rights. And if you're going to acquiesce, then okay, you're proving that you don't have any jurisdiction.
So this is a detailed advisement should you wish to waive your right to have counsel present and you want to act as your own attorney.
I said over and over again that I'm here sui juris and propria persona. You know what that means.
This case is going to be going to trial, so you need to have counsel. I'm
here of my own right in my proper person. You know what that
So
means.
there's the form.
I've
for you
never
to-
signed my power of attorney away to anybody, especially this.
You need to be respectful.
I-
You are
I-
really out of
I
line,
said
Mr.
this.
Schuster.
I didn't say anything disrespectful.
You are being
This
very
person-
disrespectful.
You
to
were
the
being very
court.
disrespectful, actually,
the
because
court
you
and to Mr.
disrespect,
Parent.
you're violating my rights.
So I'm
forcing
going
me
to set
to
this on
come
for
in
the
here
August term. I'm going to
over
have
and
you
over
take
and
this
again,
form.
Wasting my time.
Mr.
When-
Schuster.
When you're taking away my
I'm going-
ability to provide and work. Because
Have a
this is
seat there so
free-
you can fill out
free
this
place.
form.
What's that?
You can have a seat there so you can fill out the form.
You're dismissed. Do you need anything else?
Yes, I do. I need you to take that form. So we're gonna have to go through that because this case is going to be going to trial. It's going to be set on the August term. That would be August 6th, and that will be at 9 a.m.
All right, you're dismissed.
No, you're not free to leave yet, Mr. Schuster.
I'm not free to leave.
Not yet. No, you're not.
Why am I not free to leave?
Because we are still addressing your matter.
This matter needs to be
Yeah,
dismissed.
it's not going to be dismissed right now. So
That's
right now it's getting
dismissed
set
because
for
you cannot
trial.
Move any further until you prove jurisdiction.
And the readiness hearing will be July 31st. And that will be at 2 p.m. And that hearing, Mr. Schuster, is on Zoom.
Any jurisdiction over me whatsoever. I've not pleaded. I've not given you personal jurisdiction.
Yes.
And you practice law on the bench.
So, Mr. Schuster, if you
Over
choose
and over
not
and
to
over.
come to your court hearings, a warrant will
Over
issue
and
for
over.
your
And now you're
arrest.
threatening me again, telling me
Yes,
if I don't
you will be
play your
expected
game,
to appear.
and you just said yes. Oh my goodness. That if I don't play your game, you will put me in captivity. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep, these are jailable offenses, but for this
Absolutely
hearing,
ridiculous, Ms.
we need
Jennifer.
your presence to appear.
Absolutely ridiculous.
All right, let's get a court date form for him.
Absolutely ridiculous.
What's the date for the intervening?
There are tissues back there?
We can set a pre-trial. Let's do it on the 22nd.
Prosecuting attorney also needs to provide any contracts that I've entered into internationally,
Here's your court date. Could you
Uh,
please sign? for that?
especially if this is a admiralty maritime jurisdiction, which obviously by the gold fringe flag it is. So
Mr. Schuster, you are in a criminal court and there are court rules. If you wish
criminal
to
matter,
have,
this is a criminal matter, you said?
Mr. Schuster,
That is a criminal matter?
if you wish to have discovery, then you need to abide by
You
the
said
rule.
it's a criminal matter?
Yes, and if you
Yes,
wish to have,
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure you said that. Thank you.
it's a criminal matter. If you wish to receive discovery, then you will need to make.
What is the jurisdiction? Are we under an admiralty maritime jurisdiction?
No, we are not. Mr.
Are we under a
Schuster.
common law? What jurisdiction are we under?
We are under the criminal jurisdiction of the state of Washington. So if you wish to have discovery,
Not a
then
jurisdiction.
you need to request,
Unless I give you my
discovery.
permission to be under that jurisdiction, which I haven't.
you will need to request discovery from the prosecutor's office.
I'm not
from-
a U.S. citizen, American national. That's not a jurisdiction.
If you wish to have discovery, you need to request it in writing from the prosecutor's office and we will
You said your
send.
nationality was a U.S.
And then we,
Is that what you
and then
said
we will,
earlier?
and then we will send you the discovery, all of the evidence that we have against you at trial. Did you understand that?
I don't understand what's
Okay.
going on with this.
So-
This is ridiculous.
Here's my
Kangaroo
suggestion,
court.
Mr.
Absolutely.
Schuster.
Kangaroo
Mr.
court. And so since
Mr.
you
Schuster.
guys are gonna waste everybody's time even more, goodbye.
Mr.
Mr. Schuster, you need to sign for your court dates. I'm giving them to you orally.
You have a good day. Talofa.
If you don't appear for your court hearings that were given today, a warrant will issue.
This hearing shows one of the most common patterns seen in sovereign citizen cases. The central argument never really becomes the traffic-related charges. Instead, the entire case shifts toward jurisdiction, identity, consent, and whether the court has authority to act at all. The problem is that courts generally operate from established legal authority, not from individual agreement. Once a person appears before a court facing criminal charges, refusing to recognize that authority usually does not stop the process. It often creates a second problem on top of the original one. Throughout this case, the court repeatedly presented procedural choices: representation by counsel, self-representation, future hearing dates, and trial scheduling. Those were decision points that could have moved the case toward resolution. Instead, nearly every opportunity returned to the same jurisdiction challenge. From a legal strategy perspective, that's significant. Courts are built to resolve facts, evidence, and charges. When a defendant spends most of the hearing disputing the existence of the court's authority rather than addressing the allegations, the underlying case remains unresolved while procedural risks continue to grow. A sovereign citizen argument can create the feeling of taking control of the situation because it rejects the system itself. But courtroom outcomes are usually shaped by participation in the process, not withdrawal from it. By the end of this hearing, the original issues had not disappeared. The court date still existed, the legal exposure still existed, the warnings still existed. And that's often the quiet lesson in cases like this: a dispute over authority can become more consequential than the matter that brought someone into court in the first place.